Okay, so welcome back. We have a Saturday puzzle. Today we are we'll be working with Bernacle puzzle that was edited by Will Shorts, and we also have the Monopole Nicolas Napoleon. It is a Bordeaux Superior, and on the nose, amazing. I got to tell you, the color is dark. It is almost black, deep ruby. And on the nose, it's red fruit and, amazingly enough, honey. And on the tongue, plums and chocolate. So, good stuff. No evidence of sediment or gas, and we are looking at a bold, tannic, dry, and acidic wine. This is definitely a red meat wine. It just makes you hungry, which is just fine with me. I only eat once a day, and I eat in the evenings, so it's perfect timing. But I got to tell you, I went to the bakery this morning to get some espresso. Just wanted somebody else to make it for me for a change. And I got to tell you, if you take a look at the offerings here, for a guy that doesn't really consume carbohydrates or sugar, ich bin in Notfall in der Bäckerei, which is a German for meaning I am in danger when I am in the bakery, because if I ever really wanted something like that, it'd be right there for me for the taking. So, regardless, let's jump into this grid. What do we got here today? What do we have for this Saturday? Okay, so we've got, well, first of all, we've got wine. That's a good thing. So we can wind down with the crossword here. Okay, so banking annoyance associated with the Twin-T's. Okay, well, I'm sure that's going to come to me. It's probably like ATM or something to do with the ATM, because you only get $20 bills out of it. And it is an annoyance. I don't know. Maybe it's a fee. Maybe annoyance is singular, so banking annoyance, maybe ATM fee. Let's just try it. Might as well just be bold here. We met a new friend who's a retired judge here in Bavaria, and we have to meet him at 1600 for a cocktail before we come back to eat. Concerns for manufacturers, going to just say this might be recalls, and let's check ourselves. We're getting a little bold here, so let's look at our downs. We've got 2024, let's see, Game of Thrones character whose name means noble in Sanskrit, and I do believe that's Arya. I only know it because I thought the name was interesting when I was watching it way back when I was still on active duty. I think it's Arya, but I'm not sure. So many a camp counselor. Well, I was a camp counselor every year when I was a teen, so perhaps. Exam for a doc-to-be is the MCAT. And let's see, way out. So I'm going to go with far. So we got stuff filling in. I'm feeling a lot better about ATM fee and recalls now at this point. Grilled corn on the cob dish in Mexican cuisine. This is my wife's absolute favorite when she's back in Dallas-Fort Worth. I think it's elote. And there's a gas station in East Dallas or West Dallas, I think. I can't remember, but they've got the best Mexican corn yeah. Okay, so red and green headwear, probably an elf cap or an elf hat. Let's take a look. I don't think TC is going to work, so cap is probably off. I'm going to go with hat to start. That doesn't mean that a word couldn't start with a TC. It's just more likely that it would be a TH. I mean, don't you think? So, playground. 2024, for example. And so what is this down here? Celebratory greeting for 16 across. Oh, man, I actually do know this. I know there's a G and a... never mind. This is Chinese, and I know that 2024... I was born in the year of the rat. I don't know why I couldn't have been born in the year of the dragon. I don't put a lot of stock into Sternzeichen, which is a German term for zodiac calendar, but it's still interesting. Got it now. Okay, I see, maybe. Let's see here. This can't be good. We got that D there. And this sounds like something Aunt B would say on the Andy Griffith Show. Oh, dear. Oh, Andy, don't be too hard on Opie. Olympian Strug or Walsh Jennings. It was Carrie Strug, wasn't it? Carrie Strug was the Olympian. She was...
S-H, wasn't it? Or was it T-S Strug?
S-T-U-R-G. Olympian Strug
Yeah.
or Walsh Jennings. I think that's Carrie, but I don't know.
I think it is.
I think, yeah, so maybe I'm going to go with, everybody's R, like a double R or a single R and an I. I mean, I don't really know anybody that's got a Y there anymore when it comes to Carrie, or even you, Jerry. Okay, I got it now. Let's see. So Sierra Nevada or Lagunitas offering, and I think it's an IPA. I don't think I've ever even had an IPA. Long-running account. I'm going to go with a Saga. Okay, so okay, I see. I think I'm thinking that's what that is. I kind of felt like it was before. Sarah, who wrote the Pretty Little Liars books. Yes, that's Sarah Shepard. And by the way, I was a huge fan of the series. I really wish that they would make some more. Carrier of a bow and arrow. Well, in Greek mythology, that is Eros. In Roman mythology, that would be Cupid. Let's see. Blank mode. Character in The Incredibles. That's Edna Moda, I think. So, and this would be as a group. That works. Scrapes.
We don't watch Pretty Little Liars. That's a young girl type of thing. We watched Big Little Lies.
Oh, Big Little Lies. Wow.
With Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon, remember?
That's right. So I don't watch Pretty Little Liars.
No, it's more of a
teen thing.
maybe like a young adult something.
I want to say a playground is a theater. And let's see here. Evidence of crying. Maybe tear or something. Let's see. Material for deck chairs. A teak. I never can remember on these words if it's EA or EE. I'm just going to go with the EA. It seems like that's where it's at. House speaker's place. Maybe it's a stereo? What's this? Part of a choir. I'm going to go with tenor. And so therefore, this looks like this is going to be evidence of crying would be a tear stain. And as long as I didn't cause the crying, I think it's fine. So regulation followers in brief. Well, regulation play. And then we have overtimes. Yes. Hate it when we do that. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Preschool recitals. Just going to take a shot at right off the bow here with ABCs. Symbol of purity or spirituality. Who knows? Grant temporary custody with a question mark. We got canvas for digital art. Digital meaning fingers and toes, I'm thinking, because there's a little question mark there, and I think this is going to be a nail. Home to the Crazy Horse Memorial, and I was there when I was a child. We went to see the Black Hills, and we went to see Mount Rushmore, and I did go to the Crazy Horse. Was it the museum, perhaps? I'm not quite sure, but I learned a lot about Crazy Horse there. Go with Black Hills on this. Watch me be wrong and embarrassing. Just embarrassing myself with this. Okay, so man with a Manx, say. Well, a Manx is a lap cat. And I've got a C, so I don't know. Let's just see what cat does. And sister brand of Miracle Grow, that's Scott's. I'm not a green thumb. I like plants, but this is just from doing crosswords. For trying to remember what you do. Symbol of purity or spirituality would be lilac, or in German, auf Deutsch, lilac. Treat often eaten with a small wooden spoon, and if I didn't have anything, I would be first initially thinking caviar, which you eat with a wooden spoon, it reacts to silver terribly. But now we've got this treat, which is obviously gelato. And grant temporary custody with the question mark, so it's going to be something snarky usually. Something has to be lending out those tasty waffles. Badly off base. Man with a Manx, a setting for a Twins or White Sox game. That would be Central Daylight Time. And then we have Kit, maybe Cat. Honors held by only one U.S. president and one U.K. prime minister, and these are PhDs. Seems like it should be a requirement in a way. Celebratory greeting for... this is going to have to be filled in on the downs because I cannot remember how that goes. It's... they hand you an orange and then they say this phrase. And I just can't remember what the phrase is. Rocked, so to speak. Capital with an airport named after Frédéric Chopin. And that would be Warsaw. That I know. Got to get the stuff you know. Like my wife always says, go through, get the stuff you know. She's right. Common gift during Chinese Spring Festival. I just said it. As a matter of fact, that would be an orange. But I can't remember what you say when you get the orange or what you say when you hand them off. So some local sports associations, I don't know, rocked, so to speak. Well, I'm rocking my beret and turtleneck today, but it's really a mock turtleneck, so I can't say I'm rocking it. War. I rocked it, I wore it. Pentagon figures. Well... I don't think it's armies. And even that teak, it wasn't an EA, it was an EE. Teak is spelled EA, isn't it, sweetheart?
Yep. Okay,
so EA, I'm right on that. So I'm thinking this is Pentagon figures must be, you're looking at geometry, so maybe areas. Yeah, I'm thinking areas. I don't know. We'll see. Like some brains and pool balls, well, like my brain when I'm doing what's supposed to be an easy Monday puzzle and it's really difficult, and all of a sudden my brain is racked. Like, why am I getting these on a Saturday, Monday morning? This is awful. Institution of 40 plus years that has many notable alums. We have an S and an L, so it must be an S and an N, so we have an SNL, Saturday Night Live. And let's see, personal numbers, probably your age. Withdraw from is going to be wean. Like I would put an E in there, but I'm just going to make myself put an A to wean. Seems like it should be two E's. After all, a teat has two E's, and that's generally what we're weaning children from, right? Breast milk. This is just my thought process. It's not good. It's just what my thought process is. I know we can wean off of other things, but come on. So I think we got some local sports associations informally. I'm looking like these are probably going to be rec leagues. I don't even know what that means. It's like if you go to the recreation center in your area and everybody wants to put together a softball team or something maybe. Woman's name that becomes a direction when its fourth letter is changed. Well, this looks like it's going to be something north. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be in English either, so I really don't know. I think we might be good with NOR because like norte in Spanish. Nora. If you change the fourth letter, it becomes north. So Nora. I think I put way too much thought into that. Okay, Puma rival, 4 letters, not quite sure. Celebratory, I don't know what that is, but this is 4 letters. I mean, it's going to be Avia, or Nike. I think there's another 4-letter shoe, too. Let's let that one fill itself for a second. Bad. Okay. Is that blank? Bull-like. Okay, well, now this we know. That would be taurine. As in Taurus, as in bovine cow, as in equine horse. Cameline for camels. know your phyla, kingdom, and other classification terms that'll really be helpful to you in the future. Bit of sportswear. Bad. It's probably a tisk. Tisk. Do you ever notice that always creeps into there in like every puzzle? Because if you're constructing a puzzle, you're like, oh, I just got this TSK. What do I want to do with it? I can't make it an A down here to make it the TSA, so I guess it's going to be a tisk. Is that all? Maybe? Is that all? No. What is this? So, a bit of sportswear. And we're going to a sneaker here. Sneakers doesn't seem too oddball. Legit, it's probably kosher. So glad that I don't have to worry about that because bacon is really delicious. Yeah, and this is Nike, obviously. So, what do we got here? Blank clothing. Oh, all designer. Give me that Gucci, Louis, Prada. What's the third one? I can't remember. Give me that Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. All designer.
Favorite song, baby.
It's my favorite song. One of two in a tournament. Tournament. Can't talk today. I guess those would be semis, right? Yeah, the semifinals, maybe. What, I don't know. What is this? Annual mecca for sci-fi and fantasy fans. Never been there. Never seen anything about it. It's MegaCon. I do know that much. It's either going to be Comic-Con or MegaCon, and we already had the M for semi, and it doesn't mean I'm right. It just means it's what I got. So, cry after emotion. I second. Oh, this is turning into a pretty good. I haven't seen a lot of clever stuff in here, but it's a pretty simple Saturday, I think. Just plain silly is probably going to be inane. I mean, after all. And now, what do we have here? One born between the mid-1960s and 1980, and I and my darling bride were born right in the heart of Generation X. We are Gen Xers, and we also sometimes refer to ourselves as X-Gen, latchkey, Cold War kids, because that's what we were. You got in the hallway for tornado, and you just got under your desk for the nuclear bomb drill. Like, what was that all about? Smoothie berries and a kai. Okay. See, now gong ji. I knew there was a ji in here. I at least remembered that much. Give myself some credit. I think I will. Thank you. Discuss something with. We're going to confer here, I think. We're going to confer. That's from Idiocracy. I'm going to confer with my opinion. Badly off base. I get it. Well, as a former military man myself, that's gone AWOL. I've never done that, but boy, I had soldiers who did. Good Lord. Actress Blanchett, she was just in yesterday. I mean, really? Loses color. I think it's going to be pales, right? And now let's see what we got over here, because I don't even know that this is making sense. Apple Pay, for example. Okay, well, yeah, that's an e-wallet, I suppose. And here we've got pasta shaped like wagon wheels. Okay, that's Rotella. And what do we got here? Telephone line band in brief. Okay, good, because just in case it was the Italian spelling. So telephone band is ELO, the Electric Light Orchestra. And now what do we have here? Half a score, 4 score. And 7 years ago, score is 20, so half of a score is 10. And this looks like a lesson over here, learning opportunity, boom. How did we do, Bob? Okay, not bad. 1739, not bad for Saturday. Really, I spent a lot of time jibber-jabbering, conferring with all of you. Anyway, so have a fantastic Saturday. I mean, I may or may not do Sundays. I still feel like I should be in penitent mode for being gone for so long, but we'll see. We also live so close to the Czech Republic border, and they have like amazing groceries and stuff and wines there that you can't just buy in Germany. You got to go to Czech Republic to buy the Czech wines. So I might just have to do that tomorrow instead of. I mean, I can still do the puzzle. It's only a 30-minute drive to Czech, but I'm just saying. Okay, may see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you for sure on Monday unless something terrible has befallen me. As always, au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Arrivederci. Que tenga uno linda días. Masalamati, shalom, ciao, aloha, and annyeonghaseyo. Cheers. Oh, I cracked myself up.